You know, if you've ever wondered what pumps the blood through my body, it's a heart with, a couple of atria and a couple of ventricles. Same for Carla Hall. She's got a heart with 2 atria and 2 ventricles. You know what Michael Symon has in his chest cavity? A giant pierogi that just squeezes the blood through the body. And today he's gonna share with you what makes Michael Symon, Michael Symon. It's hometown week.
Pull up a chair and get ready for a good time with Michael Symon, Carla Hall, and Clinton Kelly. Let's get into it.
Michael Symon is here, Carla Hall is here, I am Clinton Kelly, and it's hometown week, and we're all doing a little bit of like stuff from where we grew up. Yeah.
I mean,
Look
what?
at that.
A stuffed pierogi.
Right
Where did
there.
that come from?
No idea.
No, it just showed
But
up.
it's just here.
It's just here.
See,
Wow.
now, Clinton, I could tell that was your own creative writing and not Claude.
That was not Claude. That
What did Claude
that
say?
was all Clinton.
Tell us what Claude
Clinton
said.
should be an AI app.
I know.
Right? What? Yes. Yes.
Wait, this is what Claude said.
It says here, you can tell a lot about someone by what they cook. So today we're peeling back the layers on the man, the mystery, Mr. Michael Symon. That's what Claude said, I should say. I was like,
Claude
you know what?
sucks.
I'm going to talk about a
His
pierogi.
pierogi
I want
heart.
to create an image of a pierogi squeezing blood through your veins.
Squeezing the sour cream through your veins.
And I got it. I loved it.
Right?
It
It was
made me
good.
really want to eat
Yeah,
this.
I had a little stumble in the beginning, but it's all right.
okay.
That's all right.
Anyway, all right, so Michael, why did you choose pierogies for hometown week?
So my family, obviously I was born and raised in Cleveland. My mom and dad were born and raised in Pittsburgh. And I would say, the native dish of those two towns, and they argue I mean, it's Poland's, or the Ukraine's actually, but Cleveland and Pittsburgh both are very proud of their pierogi skills. And it's because both
Pierogi.
cities have, huge Eastern European influence in them. Like, you could go to any church and get pierogies during Lent. Like, Cleveland at Lent is fried fish and pierogies. It's not fish and chips or fish and this. It's fried fish, potato and cheese pierogi. That's fish and chips or
Nice,
Lent
nice,
fish.
yes.
And most bars, most churches, and all those things have those during Lenten season. So I grew up eating them. Tons of different variations. The dough for this one is my Pabst dough, and I'm just making a classic potato and cheese
Okay,
with
great.
onions and butter and sour cream.
Love it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we would have pierogi night every once in a while when we were growing up, because there's a good frozen brand of pierogies that we would have, and like just to be like, oh, pierogies.
Mrs. T's.
Mrs. T's pierogies, they're good. I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like the West Side Market, Carla has been to the West Side Market. You
Yeah.
have not,
I
but
have
in
not.
Cleveland, it's an old Eastern European market.
Yeah.
And like we never got Mrs. T's because at the West Side Market there were all these like old Eastern
man.
European women, and you could get pierogies and kielbasa and bratwurst
Dude.
all
It's
the
like
time,
fresh?
like made
Yeah.
by family. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Delicious.
like multiple generation. But it's it's one of the great comfort foods. Again, going back to everybody has a dumpling in their nationality history kind of thing. And they come together pretty quick. They're relatively easy to make. It's a very forgiving dough.
Yeah.
And we used to do at Lola, the dish that made Lola famous is so when we opened Lola, we put on beef cheek pierogi, and we braised beef cheeks and shredded them. And when we first, because I figured I could put anything into a pierogi and Clevelanders would buy it, except apparently for beef cheeks when we first opened. Because you have to remember, this is 1997, and people were like, what is a beef cheek? And I would be like, well, like, do you eat rump roast? Oh, I love rump roast. I'm like, so you'll eat the cow's ass, but the cheeks are like terrible? But it didn't work. So then I changed the name. We would sell like 1 or 2 a night. I was so proud of the dish. We'd sell like 1 or 2 a night. And I'm like, this is bullshit. So I changed the name to pot roast pierogi. And the next night we sold like 70.
Wow.
And then I did that for a year, and they became our most popular item. And then I just changed the name back to beef cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we want the pot roast. I'm like, this is the pot roast.
You've been eating beef cheek the whole time.
Time. How do you like me now? And we got them like hooked on them,
Yeah.
and then they just kept selling. And it became our most famous dish by a long shot. Like,
Nice.
if no matter what we put on the menu, it was the appetizer that would outsell every other one 10 to 1. Was the beef cheek.
And you sell those on Goldbelly though too,
yeah,
right?
on
Yeah.
Goldbelly we do potato and cheese, pork and sauerkraut, and the beef cheek.
I know because my nephew, AJ, is addicted. So you sent me some, and I gave them to AJ. Now he's like, Auntie, what's up with those little dumpling things? I don't even think he calls them pierogies.
I'll send you more, Carla.
He's
I'll send you more.
And I order them for him.
Yeah.
Because he
they're
loves
good.
them.
They're really
Yeah.
good. And it's actually the ones that get made for those are the Lola recipe, but they're made by a woman that used to work for us for years and years and years. She took over her family's bakery and pastries, and she makes all our pierogies for Gold Belt.
See, that's cool.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Can we start making them? Otherwise, we're going to have a cavatelli situation.
Okay, yeah. No, let me tell you, we are not.
Oh my
See?
God!
I'm kidding. I'm teasing.
No, you're not.
I'm teasing.
Because it's true. We made like 25.
I took precautions this time.
he has
Oh,
some
okay.
made.
Yes, okay, just checking.
Jesus, he's such a slave
I'm
driver.
just
Okay,
excited.
Clinton, ready? 1 cup of all-purpose flour, a pinch of salt, whisk together so it's evenly throughout your flour. Then we are going to put in 1 egg in the center, almost
gotta
like
be
you're making
salty.
some
Why
are you
pasta
doing it
dough.
all robotic,
I'm not
man?
salty. I just want to go with a paste that is good for Clinton Kelly. To that, I am going to add a little bit of sour cream. It's what gives the dough its tender deliciousness. Look at
I mean,
good.
a
I'm
minute
enjoying
ago
this.
you were
Okay.
like Chat GPT,
And
now
then
you're like,
now I'm like
remedial.
And now softened butter, which most doughs do not have in them. I
Right.
feel this was my grandfather's one of
secret?
his tricks.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to say it makes it flaky like a pie crust, but it just adds a little bit more fat and pliability to the dough.
Okay.
Well, that's what makes the dough very forgiving.
Right.
And I want to say, while you were prepping, you took the butter and you just sort of mashed between your fingers and pulled it apart to sort of make it.
Yeah, like almost like when you work with, and this isn't, you don't have to keep the butter in like you would a pie dough.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know why I did this with a whisk. Clinton was making me nervous with time. I'm gonna go back in with my.
Sure. Blame it on me.
It's always Clinton's
Blame
fault.
it on me.
You know, like here's what I have noticed in my long, now 18-year friendship with Clinton is, you know, at home it's always my fault, and at work Clinton is my apparently my work husband, so it's always his fault.
That's true.
Liz always blames it on
That's
me,
not
and
right.
I always blame it on Clinton. Shit rolls downhill, CK. I don't know what to tell you.
Great.
So
I just love knowing where I stand.
yeah, so we just mix this, and if I was at home, I would make a bigger batch of this, obviously,
Yeah.
but I would just do it if you have a stand mixer with the
yeah.
dough hook
Okay.
until it all comes together and is nice and smooth, and the butter could be worked throughout the dough. But again, unlike a pasta dough, you don't have to work this and work this and work this to develop the gluten. We're not looking for anything in an al dente situation. Al and his buddy Dente, we're just looking for a nice, soft, pliable, forgiving dough. So this comes together,
Oh, that's beautiful.
and you could see how it is. Feel it. It
does
has a
look
little
nice.
bit
Wow,
of
that's
tact to it.
beautiful.
And once this happens, we just let it rest for
Yeah.
about an hour, like we did with the cavatelli dough or any dough in the fridge. I have some here. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
And again, you could make a decent amount of pierogies out of this dough, but feel it
that's
now that
nice.
it's
That's
rested and it's
beautiful.
absorbed the flour.
Okay, definitely firmer.
Yeah, it tightens up a bit.
See, the first
I
time I
just did it in
touched
the
it, I was like,
fridge.
it feels like a tushy that's a little squishy, but then when it firms up, it's like a tushy
yeah.
that's been to the gym doing squats.
That's right.
Yeah.
A tushy that's a
a
little
little
squishy.
squishy.
Yeah, so like this is how our tushies feel now.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
our tushies in the 80s.
You're not wrong.
80s tushy,
You're not
Oh
wrong.
man.
27 to 26
Right?
tushy.
Oh,
Yeah.
before
All right.
gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then a little bit of flour on the board, and I'm just gonna start rolling this out. And as I'm rolling, could you roll this out, Carla? And
Yeah.
you wanna get it, I'm gonna like, to about that thickness. So pretty
Okay.
thin,
Yeah.
like a
Okay.
little thicker than a pasta dough.
Okay.
And I just wanna talk about the filling. So this filling is super easy. I took one potato, peeled it, boiled it, riced it. That's it. So you have a nice smooth potato mixture here.
Okay.
So that's one Idaho potato.
One Idaho, I was gonna
And
say.
then
It's it probably matters what kind of potato.
Yeah, you don't want like a super starch, like
Yeah.
people are like, oh, golden Yukon, this, that. To me, they're too starchy for this. I like an Idaho potato. It works great. Visually, by how many potatoes you do, you want to look at your potatoes and then get some farmer's cheese, like just a soft, white, pretty straightforward cheese, and 2 parts potatoes to 1 part cheese.
Okay. Farmer's, you know, I got to tell you, farmer's cheese is one of those cheeses that I think because you're from the Midwest, it's sort of...
It's all over the place.
It's all over
maybe.
the place, but it's not really an East Coast thing as far
I
as
mean,
I know.
like if you couldn't find it, a mascarpone or a cream cheese would be a good substitution. If I was using one of those, maybe I add some cheddar or something else with a little bit more sharpness to it also. And a lot of people do put cheddar in theirs. My pap always made it was potato, farm cheese, that was it.
Great, I'm excited.
Because it was just like very, very, you know, Eastern European food is funny in the sense of like, as a chef, I like big, huge pops of flavor all over the place. Eastern European food, it's like a pop of flavor is pepper.
Right.
Like, hold back on the, what do you do? Hold
So
back.
spicy.
Yeah, it's so spicy. What's in here? Black pepper.
Hey, real quick,
We'll make this fast, we promise.
if you're watching us on YouTube, hit that like button right now. Don't wait.
And subscribe. It's free. It costs you nothing. $0.
If you're on Spotify, follow the show. Apple Podcast, follow. Anywhere you listen, follow.
We are the Chewed Up Show, part of All Chewed Up channel.
And we are everywhere, so if you found us,
Subscribe. Tell your friends and family. It's free. There's no excuses.
Like, subscribe, follow.
do it.
That's perfect, Carla.
Okay, great.
And then you just mash these two together till they come together. And it's literally as easy as that. Boil the potatoes, rice the potatoes like you're making a mashed potato. Instead of butter and cream, put in the farmer's cheese and some chives.
Did I
Make
see
sure
you
they're
put salt in
seasoned
there?
with salt and pepper,
Okay,
and you're
great.
good. And so then that's your mix.
Great.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, easy as can be. And I also have some over here. So I just took the top, if you don't have a ring cutter, this is just the top of a mason
Canning
jar,
jar.
but whatever you have to cut them in. I don't know, what size do you think that is? That's about
It is like a
3
it's a
inch?
three
and-
inch.
Oh, that's at 3 inches?
Yeah, it's
Jeez.
that's kind of bigger than you think it is.
Yeah, I guess so. That's changing my whole perspective on life. All right, so then we're gonna cut these open.
Changing your whole perspective on
Doing way
life.
better than I thought I did if that's 3 inches. Turns out I'm not giving myself enough credit.
I mean, somehow when it's round, you underestimate when
Maybe it
it's
is.
linear.
Maybe it's only 2 inches now that we look. Now that I look at it.
Wow.
What do you think?
No, it's 3.
I'm
You think
telling
it's 3?
you.
Okay. Mike.
Oh, I'm happy to be Greek today.
Hey.
All right, then we pull this back. Yeah. And you could roll it up and reuse the dough, because again,
Okay.
it's a friendly dough, so
Yeah.
plays nice with others. And then we're just gonna take our filling.
Carla, what a nice job you did rolling that out. It's so even.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, when you need something rolled perfect,
I like
Carla Hall
crafts.
is your gal. So then we just have a tablespoon, and you're just gonna fill it
Yeah.
and plop it right in the middle.
A lot of times in a lot of cultures, when you're filling dumplings, there's like a way to do it. Like, do you put as much in there as you can? You know what I mean? Like,
I
do
don't-
you want it to be like super full or
No,
not?
I don't. I mean, I want it to be full, but like a ravioli, I like to go edge to edge because
Right.
I feel it's a very, you know, you roll the dough a little more, the dough has a little bit more texture to it, and I want to taste all filling, and I don't want to have that, like, for lack of other terms, chewy dough on a ravioli. A pierogi dough is a softer dough, and I don't mind experiencing the softer dough. So, like, when I pull this over, like, you know, I'm full, but I want there to be
Yeah, hit
that
grab
nice
on
You
some
little
let
of
the
that.
lip.
yeah, nice
Yeah.
little lip.
Thank you.
And you know, you could pinch these with your hands, you can fork them, but it usually, you know, unlike also like a rab, you typically don't have to like put an egg wash or get it wet. It usually sticks very good on its own.
Oh yeah. This
And
is
what
nice.
my grandfather would typically do is he would make tons, like have pierogi day, so to speak, and freeze them because they freeze incredibly well. And then you could go right from freezer to boiling water, and you're golden.
I'm
So
sure
you're
if
not limited to the filling. You, are there sweet pierogies?
Oh yeah, there's the prunes are like
Prunes? Really?
You could make dessert ones too, like I've done them with every dried fruit imaginable. You could have all kinds of fun with them. dates. They're really good with like a date filling.
So could you do sweet potato pierogies?
You could do, we used to
that
do
sounds
sweet potato
fantastic.
ones all the time. Yeah.
What?
You could do them like your sweet potato pie filling.
What?
And a pierogi. Like, how good would that be?
Pierogi week!
Everything's gonna have a week now. And we're gonna be doing every week, we'll have a week. Duck week. That was funny though, so like, you know, we get all these DMs from people about, you know, could you try this, could you make this? And I always kid Clinton to say, like, I feel he exaggerates how many comments he gets on a specific item. But so I had one that came in Duck Week, which Duck Week is kind of random. I mean, it would be great. I would love, but they didn't only request Duck Week. They requested Foie Gras Week.
I know, right?
That would go over great.
Dude.
Like, we'd have PETA picketing at the door.
Right. So I was like, we should do Duck Week because I'm allergic to duck, and that'll be fun.
That'll be
make some
so
good
much
TV.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, you guys made me eat Peeps and no one felt bad about it as I was.
You're not allergic.
I might as well be. I was blacking out. All right. So we got to get is the water going good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Water's going good. Let's see if it's salted. It's not.
Just stuck his finger in boiling water, people, to test for salt. Just saying.
Yeah, you know. Okay. I'm a man's man.
Stud.
what a man. Oh.
How did you?
I'm also a man's man, but in a very different way. Man toy.
Yeah, how did you impress Liz? I stuck my hand in boiling water.
I didn't know where that was going
It's
for a
like-
second.
I didn't either. I was like, wait
It
for
kind of makes me, you know what? We didn't talk about this. It's happened a while ago now. But when I was, you know, Chuck Norris has passed. Like
Yeah.
that. Like I feel like Chuck Norris would dip his whole hand.
Oh,
in.
totally,
You
know?
totally.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris.
Speaking of which, I just saw something with Steven Seagal.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, my mother was watching some
He hasn't
old
aged
show.
well.
No, this was old. This
Old,
was
oh,
though.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, he had his hair, it was all coiffed, and I was like, Steven Seagal. But you know, it's funny when you look up and you see an old show and you see these old actors that we were watching. I mean, I think Chuck Norris, Steven
Yeah.
Seagal, like all these.
Right.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh my gosh!
I'm
Yes.
certain would have kicked Steven Seagal's ass.
You think?
Oh my God, it would have been close. Jean-Claude Van Damme
He had
would
the
whoop
moves. He had
Steven
the moves.
Seagal. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, he had the
He was little, but
Yeah.
Did you watch Bloodsport? I'm probably
No.
Yeah.
very much a dude movie.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I watch dude movies.
Yeah, I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme was
Yeah.
a badass in Blood. They threw like something in his eyes that blinded him and he couldn't see it. He's like, it didn't even matter. He's like, and he still beat the hell out of the guy. Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was like Karate Kid, but like with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever even heard of
Oh.
Bloodsport?
Yeah,
Bloodsport.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
Was
Tim
it like the
Connors,
80s?
Tim, my
80s,
culinary
yeah.
director, and I watched a lot of Blood. Yeah, it definitely was in the 80s. The one dude had like it was good. It was good cinema.
good.
Can't even explain it any more than just saying, "Oh, Clinton, it was good."
I love it.
All right, so I'm putting some butter in here. We could drop those in the boiling water, Carla. I
Okay.
got sidetracked by
All of them?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, CK. Are you gonna whine if I don't get? How many do you
I
want?
would like 2 at least.
All right, so
Yeah.
let's put minimally 6 in,
Okay.
and those.
Don't forget Nick.
Let's
Oh,
put
yeah.
8 in.
Nick likes
And then we
pierogi.
have the picture. Oh, wait,
Let's put
them
10
all.
in. Yeah. So these are going to come up to a float, and once they float, they're going to have to cook for about another 2 minutes. And then I'm going to put them in the pan here. We already had onions that were cooked in a little bit of butter, and you could see I added more butter. I'm adding more butter to the pan because I'm going to when I put the pierogies in, I want them to brown a little bit in some of that butter. And then we'll coat them in the onions and we'll add a little bit of
Right.
water. It'll be great.
All right, while we're doing that.
Yeah, we could do your fun games.
All right, well, I don't have a game this show, but, Claude suggested
Van
some...
Damme?
Jean-Claude suggested some debate topics.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's one. Leftovers are better than the original meal. How do we feel about that?
If
I
it's
think a lot
fried
of
chicken,
times,
yes.
Yes.
I love. Do you like?
I love cold fried chicken.
And cold pizza.
I think soups, there's so many stews, so many things are better.
Anything braised.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Stews.
So we're all in the, sometimes
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes
Fish.
leftover.
Not an omelet.
No. Or steak. I don't like leftover steak. I don't like leftover.
you don't like
fish.
leftover steak?
No.
Really?
I like a steak when it's off the grill. It's rested. Whatever, like sea salt and a little bit of butter. But like, I don't like it after it's chilled and I have to heat it again.
Oh, I'm talking about I like cold steak. So if you have leftover steak and then the next day you slice it pretty thin, sometimes I just take that and just like drag it through mayonnaise and then like salt and pepper it, and that is delicious.
That I would
or on a sandwich, like with a nice piece of Italian bread or something.
Yeah, that would
That's
be good.
yummy. Yes, but reheated steak sucks. The simpler the dish, the harder it is to get it right.
100%.
Let's think about what that dish might
Nothing
be.
to hide behind.
Plain donuts.
Cacio pepe.
Oh, right. Cacio pepe, plain donuts.
A French omelet.
Yes.
I'm thinking all pastas now. Carbonara. Any egg preparation.
Yeah. Vanilla ice cream. I mean, I think that you can't hide. You can't hide behind the stuff.
Pie crust.
Pie crust. Biscuit, just plain biscuits.
All right, how about one more?
Poached fish.
I didn't mean that. I meant like one more topic. Breakfast for dinner is better than dinner for dinner. Thoughts?
It's not better. It's just and. It's not an or, it's an and. I love breakfast for dinner.
I love breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like breakfast for dinner all the time because it wouldn't make it special. I think the reason that we like it is because it's sort of an anomaly. It's like, oh, let's have breakfast for dinner out of what, maybe, I don't know, 6 times a year, but it's not all the time.
Well, you know, it's funny too. Like, I feel like a lot of times you go to a nice French bistro and they offer an omelet all day.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't want an omelet at a nice restaurant. But I do want an omelet at home sometimes at 10 o'clock
Yeah.
at night.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I think for me, it's not so, and I like breakfast for dinner too, but more so, I like breakfast late night. Like, maybe after I've had like 2 old fashions, and Liz and I get home and I'm like, you hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. Omelet?
Yeah.
You know, eggs with a hole in the middle, omelet, what do you want? Crispy eggs?
That's what, you know what this country needs is more eggs at night.
More eggs at night.
More eggs at night.
I mean, like, look, even when egg prices went through the roof, it was still the cheapest version of
Mean.
protein that you
Damn
could get.
eggs.
What do you do?
Mean. Yeah.
More
Eggs
eggs
at night. Meat.
No,
Not in.
that's
Okay,
end
sorry.
with an egg. Nice still begins
This country
with an
needs more mean. No, it does not need that. Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't need any more
Instead of
meat.
mean, we need more eggs at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah,
the way.
don't be mean, more eggs at night.
Yes.
Okay,
All right, so we just saved the world right there.
right there.
Save the world.
You may have noticed some of the boards and plates we're using. Those are all from Frontgate, including some from my very own collection.
They've got everything from outdoor furniture to decor to entertaining essentials, all made with quality, comfort, and style in mind.
And since most of it is designed in-house, you can't find their pieces anywhere else.
Frontgate, thanks for making our spread look so good.
For more information, go to frontgate.com.
Wait, I want to play a game with you guys as these pierogies are almost ready to go. I'm going to put them in the butter as I'm doing
okay.
that.
Oh, is this like, oh, yeah.
I got a game.
Okay.
Oh, this is my, I don't need this note. I need this note. So I'm going to read you 3 things
Okay.
about me.
Oh.
2 are true and 1 is false.
Like a lie. 2 truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie.
Ooh.
Is that the name of the game?
Wow.
2 truths and a lie?
Two truths
Is that
and
an
a lie.
actual game?
I'm
or
going to
is
read you
it-
2
or did
things
Claude
that are
make that
true,
up?
1 thing that is false.
It's the same thing. Why do you have to be such a wiener about it?
People play this game. It's called 2 truths and a
okay.
lie. That's why.
The first one is Michael thinks Clinton is a wiener.
Very, very true.
I once slipped on butter in my kitchen and took out an entire tray of food. That's 1.
Okay.
I once accidentally set off a fire alarm cooking a dinner at someone else's home.
Okay.
I once, I can't even read this one with a straight face. I once tried to cook pierogies on a George Foreman grill at a friend's house and melted the plastic drip tray.
All right.
That sounds so crazy.
You want me to read them over?
I'm going to say.
I once slipped on a pat of butter in my restaurant and dropped a
took a-
whole tray of food.
That sounds like it's probably true. I also think that the setting off a fire alarm in someone's house could be very true.
Yeah.
So I'm going to. The George Foreman grill seems a little bit.
know.
I don't even think you would go.
Why would you even do that?
Why would you even touch the George Foreman grill? That's
Why-
unlike
with
you.
a pierogi?
That's a lie!
That doesn't even make sense. Did you do that?
Well, you guys, why are you asking me?
No,
I'm telling
just
you,
like,
that's a lie.
okay.
The lie.
The name of the game, Clinton, is 2
I'm
truths
playing
and
it.
a lie.
I'm saying the last one is a lie.
Okay, Carla?
Hold on. on. Okay, pierogi in a grill, butter and slip tray, and then set up somebody's fire alarm.
I love when games like this take 20 minutes.
I
to
know,
play.
but
I'm finishing the pierogi.
I get
It'll
it.
take 20 minutes. God, what are you, the time police? We're at 25 minutes in the show. I'm finishing the dish, and we're wasting a little bit of time with the game. You impatient person. No pierogies for you.
What's Carla? Guess. You're both driving me crazy.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess fire alarm at friend's house.
You think that's the lie.
That's the lie.
Great. All right, Michael.
Clinton is correct.
I know.
The George Foreman.
I knew you
yeah.
wouldn't use
But
the
I mean,
George
you wouldn't
Foreman.
do it.
I
But
know,
I
I've
just
never-
want it to be like.
I mean, you know how I feel about air fryers, microwaves, George Foreman's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, I know. So
Like if
what-
you would have said Michael once chucked a friend's George Foreman. There's another thing. Like everybody, remember how everybody had a George Foreman? How many people are still using their George Foreman?
I never had one.
You probably had 6. You probably had a fleet of George
I
Foremans.
never had a George Foreman grill.
Don't
So this
believe
game
it.
is really like who knows Michael better, right? Yeah.
I reckon. All right,
I feel like I knew that. Okay, go ahead.
the pierogies came out of the water. They went into our melted butter that is simmering. The onions, I put the onions kind of on top of them so they could get
Yeah.
a little bit, not crazy amount of texture on the bottom. And then I'm just gonna put in a splash of that pierogi water, almost like you're making raviolis. And Carla chopped up some beautiful chives. Now there's 2 ways that you could do it at this point. You could garnish, I feel, with the sour cream, or, which would be the traditional way, or you could put sour cream into the sauce.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Either way is okay. But I'm gonna garnish because I feel that's a little.
Be careful you don't slip in this kitchen on that onion that you spilled
know,
on
right?
the floor.
I mean, we just got this
I
new
love it.
kitchen.
Can we do a show where we hook Michael up to a blood pressure cuff and see who can get it? Who can get it over like
See who
300?
can make Michael's head blow first. Let's play a game. Who can kill Michael first? Did you take your cholesterol medication today?
That's fine.
Line the plates, chef.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, chef.
This looks so good.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
One fell apart, but that's okay. Okay, we got 1, 2 for Carla.
Yes.
Yum.
A little bit of onion.
Onion.
I'm just saying I like the idea of the sour cream on the side because I like sometimes when the sour cream's a little cool and you got a hot.
Yes.
You know who
sweet
one of my
pierogi.
favorite bands is?
Oh.
The Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
And they have this great song, and it goes a little something like this.
Cold sour cream.
You can't always get what you want.
But you always get what you need.
But if you try sometimes, Clinton, you'll get what you need.
Wow. Also, and I know I keep talking about this, the Gold Belly dinner comes with the onions and the sour cream.
Oh, already made.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good cheater. It is. The Gold Belly does, like some people like say, it's so expensive, but like we're shipping it across the country.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
I mean, like obviously if you live in a, oh God, he's so high maintenance. If you live in a town where pierogies are prominent, then, you know, get them in your town. But if you don't, like if you live in the Carolinas, it's
Right.
great. CK,
Thank you.
CH.
These
Thank
look
you.
amazing.
I love it.
I think I made this one, I can tell, because it's so perfect. I'm literally just saying shit to piss you off.
It's working. If you wanted to know if it was working, the answer is yes.
Well, let me start eating now. Gotta spend time getting my fork.
Do I not put in the fork? I like to spread the sour cream on top because it cools it down.
Yep.
But I hope that you didn't.
I like
you
to do a
burned your
little-
mouth.
I like to do a little.
Oh my
These are-
god.
they're so good. Pap, amazing.
Right.
Amazing. Just
So
perfect.
delicious.
This is how my grandfather lived to almost 103. Butter, onions, and potatoes.
Good stuff.
And goose fat on his toast in the
Wow.
morning, and bacon every day. Go figure.
Wow.
Always take the steps.
Yeah, let's do fan mail.
You got fan mail. Look out, it's fan mail, fan mail.
That was half-assed on everyone's part.
That's see, I never danced, so it was good.
Well, now you're just ignoring the song altogether.
I don't even know. Who are you? I'm just making pierogies for Nick.
Chris Cork says, favorite cake flavor? Love the reboot. Haven't missed an episode yet. Well, thank you, Chris Cork. Favorite
Thank you,
cake?
Chris.
I'm going to tell you my favorite cake.
Oh,
'cause
what
I've
is
been
it?
dreaming about it. Carrot cake. I love carrot cake so much. Ina Garten has a great carrot cake recipe.
With raisins or without?
With raisins. Yes. And Dory Greenspan also has an excellent
I
carrot
feel
cake recipe.
carrot cake. I do like carrot cake, but to me, I always think of carrot cake as more like in the cupcake world than a cake world. So for me, my favorite cake is coconut.
Oh, coconut cake
Lemon,
is delicious.
coconut,
Yes.
Coconut
frosting.
cake. I love coconut cake. You know, my favorite really is lemon, but what I want to say is German chocolate cake. I've not had a German chocolate cake in so long. It was my favorite as a kid. Coconut and German chocolate. I love coconut so much. That malted chocolate with the pecan, coconut, sweet, like candy-like center, because I loved coconut macaroons.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, I'm gonna say that for now because
German chocolate cake.
German
I
chocolate.
want to make a German chocolate cake. I'm gonna make a German.
I love, I mean, any kind of chocolate cake I love too.
Yeah.
Sometimes just a good old yellow, just a plain old yellow,
Yellow
cake,
cake,
sometimes
yeah.
is delicious,
See,
right?
that thing, what simple
Simple,
things?
yeah.
Yellow cake.
Yellow cake. Okay, canned crab question.
Canned crab.
What can I do with it? Asks
Canned crab. Oh,
Lily.
wait.
Well, that is a
Oh, pasteurized?
little lady bean.
Is there
So
any
can-
more info on the canned crab, or just says canned crab?
Just says canned crab question
I
mark.
mean, you could put, could take this pierogi mixture, fold some crab into it, and make crab pierogies.
Oh.
Could also make crab cakes.
Crab cakes.
I would just like to say, thinking back to Miami, that I still fantasize.
pasta.
I haven't made that crab pasta yet at home, but that was so good.
Right,
and
with the
simple.
lemons and the peas.
Right, yeah, when I said in the moment, I was like, this is one of the top 5 things, whatever I said, like
Yeah,
top
you
5
really
things you
liked
ever
it.
made. I loved that. That was incredible.
Yeah, that's
And
going to be
jail,
out
so
next. When that menu that we're working on, like I'm working on a menu for a restaurant that we're working on in Los Angeles. That will make the menu.
It will.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have any ideas for crab
no,
cakes?
no, crab cakes. But I also think if you even if you have like a red sauce, just finish it, anything, any kind of spaghetti or.
It's great. Yeah, pasta, a
Yeah,
spicy
pasta.
tomato pasta with crab.
Exactly.
Angry crab pasta.
Aaron in New Mexico wants to know why do chefs hate on tilapia?
It tastes muddy. This is just me. It's an inexpensive fish, but it has a very muddy taste to it. It's also typically farm raised in the bad way, where it's just
Overcrowded and all that.
Yeah, it's got a lot of bad juju. We'll just call it bad stuff in
Yeah,
it.
they're kind of bottom feeders, aren't they?
Yeah,
Like-
it's just
like-
it's not a
like
it's not a
catfish
great
and-
it's an inexpensive fish, but it's not a fish that's great for you either. I would say that's one of the reasons I dislike it more than itself. But it just doesn't it's very muddy tasting as far as fish goes.
On the topic of fish, I made a lovely halibut the other night,
Oh.
and there was a little bit left over, and the next day it actually reheated fairly well.
Which is because it's a lean fish.
It's a lean fish. And it
So
was-
that's
it was-
surprising.
We were like, this is just as good today as it was.
You know what I had the other day when we got that restaurant I told you that I love so much, Dear John's? They sand dabs, which you don't see a lot of. It's a pretty it's not a plentiful fish.
Yeah.
But they had sand dabs with caper brown butter and lemon on the menu. It was like such a classic. It was
Yeah.
so good. Brown butter, capers, lemon, pan fried sand dabs. Whew.
See, that's another one of those simple dishes that you can mess up. You just leave it, make it
Yeah.
simple. The technique of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so
All
we're
right.
we're 32 minutes in. We got a fan giveaway. It's Michael's apron.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
give
it's
it.
dinner
Simon's
cookbook.
dinner.
So, I'm
Nick,
gonna-
I can't read that.
I'm gonna.
What does that
I
say?
got it. I got
What
it.
does it say?
Here, it says you can't
Cookbook.
read because you don't wear your glasses.
No,
so
I
we're
have
gonna
great
give away
distance
two.
vision.
We're gonna give away 2 things. We're gonna give away. These are the aprons that Liz and I designed for Frontgate, but I have a monogram one, so you're gonna get a Michael apron. Hopefully your name's Michael, or you know someone that's Michael. I feel like Carla now. I'm giving you a used apron with my name on it.
Correct.
Or we're going to give you a copy of my book, Simply Simon Suppers.
I'm gonna grab the bucket. If you pull out a name with Michael, I will give you a prize.
Oh.
I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I'll give you a prize. If you pull out a Michael, I will give you a prize.
Because it's one of her yo-yo kits.
No, you gotta let me hit Clinton.
I'm gonna give you a great prize.
Oh, here he goes bitching about the time again. Oh, Michael from, I'm just kidding. Sue from Columbus, Georgia. Sue from Columbus, Georgia. You get one of my aprons, a copy of my book, Simply Simon Suppers. Happy cooking. Have a great day.
Thanks for joining us on Chewed Up. Have a fabulous day, everybody!
Chewed Up. Thanks for tuning in to Chewed Up, and thanks to our sponsors, Fresh Direct and Frontgate, for making this show possible. New episodes drop every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To subscribe, snag recipes, and dig into all the extra fun, head to allchewedup.com, or just click subscribe to Chewed Up Show on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Now go and make a mess in your own kitchen.